ASMR.
God, I hate those.
It's never a good sign when someone calls you a mile after they've left, huh? What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the vlog. Today I found myself back at Pep Boys, and you guys were asking where this Pep Boys is. Let's get it out of the way. It's the one across the street from the AutoZone that we're working on the S13 out of. This is Lancashire.
Yeah, we're on Lancashire. Right, also next to Harbor Freight Tools, the greatest tool shop in the entire world.
And you also chose to wear white shoes on a day to work on a car.
It's just like a testament, like you can gauge how hard of a day it was based on how much you ruined your shoes that day.
So what you're trying to say is you buy a new pair of shoes every week?
Yeah.
I don't think I said what I'm doing here. I plan on fixing the Subaru today, hopefully, if I can get another turbo, but I want to take this opportunity to heat wrap or use some header wrap on the downpipe in order to keep it a little bit cooler so that I can reconnect my cruise control modulo, because that is what fixed the high idle issue. I think I should get a starter for Mimi. What do you think?
100%. I mean, that's the next thing to go, absolutely.
In the last episode, spending $1,000 here, which you guys need to watch if you haven't watched it yet. I think like the #1 comment was, why didn't you buy a starter for Mimi? Listen, I am not a responsible adult. I am buying shiny parts and go fast bits.
All right, as long as it's under $1,000, we're good.
Starter is $950. God bless America. Buy everything here for this car.
God bless Pep Boys.
So we're here at Hermes Performance picking up Poop Turd. Let's turn her over and hear how she sounds. Oh, bonking all sorts of things today. Oh my god. I don't know if it's turbo anymore. Sounds great. I'm gonna let her warm up before I baby her over to Jesse's. Doesn't sound good at all.
It's weird, it sounds like it's coming out like super low. So whether that's just where we hear the sound coming out.
Well, the turbo's right there, so I think the downpipe is what we're hearing it.
Right, that's gnarly. I wonder if it's just like metal chunks down there.
Yeah, that's what I think, dude. I swear when I was driving, like I think I just shot like shards of hot metal out the exhaust. I feel like I should be second guessing whether or not to drive Poop Turd right now, just in case it's not the turbo.
It's already in the downpipe, you're fine.
I don't think it's engine because it's idling fine. All right, f it, I'm gonna baby her. She's blowing a little bit of smoke too. All right, ETA 30 minutes till we get to Jesse's. If we made it there, you guys know the drive was fine.
Stay close.
Yeah, no, not too close in case shards come out.
Put my toe in, just get prepared.
So we're about 25 minutes out. The car reeks of burnt oil. There's a lot of just white smoke coming out the exhaust. I threw a check engine light. I'm thinking the check engine light is unrelated to this. I'm thinking that just has to do with all the other codes I was throwing before. I'm pulled over. Kevin brings up a really good point that we should probably check the oil to make sure it's not low. One thing with Subarus is that when your oil light comes on, you're already too late. So we're gonna check it, make sure it's full, and then go from there. Off the bat, there's a lot of valve train noise. You wanna check it?
I mean, you still have, like, granted it's moving.
As much as I wanna say, f it, send it, this isn't my f it, send it car. Not yet. So we're gonna call a tow truck.
It's a safe thing to do. Yeah. It's a safe thing.
Look at us being mature adults.
It's not on the freeway.
Yeah. Tow truck is here. Hopefully we don't scratch my freshly painted bumper. And we are off. We've made it to EJ's Auto in one piece. We are here. Let's go say what up to Jesse. Marco! Hey, good to see you. How you doing?
Good, good.
Unfortunately, Jesse isn't here today. His little girl got sick, so they're at the doctor's office right now. You guys send him your best in the comments below because he does read them. Poop Turd just got here. There is a legitimate concern that maybe it wasn't just the turbo. I think something else we should do is also check the oil, make sure that there's no metal shaving particles inside of it. When we were pulled over on the freeway, I did notice that the valve train was a little bit louder than normal. You ready to hear what this sounds like?
Yeah.
Should I pull it in there? Yeah. You tell me how bad it sounds, okay?
Okay. Whoa.
Oh yeah.
Ew. Oh my god. Oh no.
Sounds healthy.
Rotella, right?
Alright, you guys know the drill. We're gonna let her cool down a little bit before we start unbolting things. Alright, while we wait for the car to cool down, we're gonna run around the corner real quick, grab some food, and then get on it. What are you feeling like? And those stunner shades. Your douchey glasses are douchier than my douchey glasses.
I don't know what you're talking about, douchey glasses. Not wearing douchey glasses.
Holiday Cafe drive-thru. Let's give this place a shot.
Hello.
We didn't film our lunch, so we're back. Poop turd is cooled down. Let's go ahead and start by removing the intercooler and just disassembling the turbo.
All right, cool. Take everything off.
Holy man, that really went to town. I know twin scrolls spool faster, but hot damn. And as you guys can see, that's water, that's oil, and there's also fuel mixed in here. I'll get this off your snap-on thing now. I don't think you guys can hear it. That sounds like a pretty good Honda, actually.
It sounds like equine header Subaru.
Oh God, don't call my Subaru a Honda. All right, you guys wanna see? It's missing a, whoa.
No.
Whoa, look at all that. That looks like oil and coolant.
You see the other side?
Just as loose, but it looks chewed up. It's definitely chewed up. So that means we definitely have particles in the engine. We're gonna have to pull the pan and drain. Look at that concoction.
What is that?
See how discolored it is? Now we gotta find out what failed. There's a lot of play in that.
Yeah, now I know the problem. I wonder if there is very much in the oil pan.
Well, if anything, it looks like it's just chips off of the compressor, the compressor wheel.
Oil come here and then go back to the engine from there.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I see oil. I wonder what happened.
Yeah, I wonder too. We're gonna check the banjo bolts, check the little screen that comes with it.
Okay.
So we wanna check that.
And then we'll pull the pan too to see.
Yeah.
Okay. There you guys go. There's the banjo bolt. It doesn't look bad. I mean, you're the expert. You tell me.
Yeah, I wanna take it out and check it.
Okay. So there are some metal shavings on the screen.
Let's scroll 20G.
Yeah.
That will be better.
We'll work on that. I'm thinking either that or we go H6.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, I guess the engine's fine. We may as well go bigger turbo below the engine and then go H6.
Exactly.
Now we're thinking smart.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, because we still gotta rally the cars. So off camera, what Elmo just said to me was that have fun with your motor because it's probably got a few months before it's gone.
Yeah, exactly.
So H6?
H6. Yeah.
Sell it, never use. This motor's fine. Good compression test.
Yeah, compression should be good, but front bearings, they should be gone.
Okay.
There's a matter of time they will be gone.
Well, maybe we just keep doing oil flushes and seeing if that helps.
It will help.
But not for long.
Yeah.
Okay. Not to point fingers, I legitimately do want to find out what the failing point was for the turbo. It was a used turbo that I paid to have rebuilt. I don't know if it was the rebuild failure. I don't know if it was oil deprivation. So we're gonna get to the bottom of that. I am fully willing to take responsibility of my own if it is my fault. It's a learning experience, but I do want to find out what that fault was. So the ticking noise I was hearing may not have been the valve train, that may have been the bottom end. We could have just destroyed the bearings. I like that Kevin's like busy trying his hardest to fix my grounds when the engine's probably blown.
Yeah, you say you got a problem, I'm gonna try to fix it.
Should we swap your BRZ into this?
Well, I mean, my BRZ's not gonna go any slower. So.
Long story short, you guys remember when I like maxed out my turbo on the dyno? Well, that wasn't clickbait. We think that it was either a bad rebuild because nothing on this end seems like there was any type of failure, and it looked like it was on one side that failed. And comment below if this makes any sense, you guys. We are thinking it is the rebuild. Nothing shows us any issue on the engine or the builder side. I did tune a conservatively aggressive maxing out the turbo, so maybe that's what caused it to fail.
There's nothing conservative about maxing out a turbo.
We will agree to disagree. Yeah, because now that I think about it, when we were tuning it, it was like, this is all the power we can get out of this little turbo. And then it's like, there goes the turbo. There goes the turbo. All right, I think we're just gonna chalk it up to that consensus. I'm going to call the people who rebuild it. I'm not trying to put them on blast. Just talk to them, just let them know really. But even if the turbo maxed out, there's no reason that it should fail. It just can't put any more boost in. So there's no reason that even if we maxed out the turbo on the dyno, it should fail. We're kind of figuring this out as we go along, you guys. All right, you guys, heart to heart real quick. I'm not upset that the engine could be gone. I'm not upset about the turbo. I'm not upset about anything. I trust my tuner to the core of my heart, I know Bill did a great job, and I don't think it's the tune's fault. I don't even know that it is the turbo rebuilder's fault. I just got off the phone with them. They're amazingly nice guys. You know, they're willing to warranty work if that's the case, but we really don't know. I'm gonna send them the turbo if they're willing to take a look at it. More than anything, I'm just curious to know what failed, so that in case I put a new turbo on, I want to know that I'm not gonna have the same issue. But it is what it is, you guys. When you're modifying cars, shit goes wrong, and that's okay. Next step is figuring out what the failure point was and then going from there. And also, for the record, I know you're not supposed to run the screens in the banjo bolts. We only had a screen on one of them. The rest did not have them. You're not supposed to have them on these cars. The oil's draining right now. So far, there are no glitter pieces, metallic shavings. So far. We gotta pull the pan though. Oh no. Oh man, it looks like a stripper on a holiday. I don't even know if you guys can pick up the glitter. Okay, there we go. Oh, now you guys see all those shavings. She's glittery.
I think you need a new motor.
I mean, that wouldn't be turbo pieces, that would be bearing material, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, there is the chance that that's what went out, the bearing, and the bearing went to the turbo.
That could happen too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When they look at the turbo, they should know. So we don't know why there's bearing material in the pan, but that's what we're gonna find out. I just think I've got bad luck with this car. I don't think an engine has run for more than a month. This is my third engine. This is my third engine. It's like rotary love. Like, why do we do this to ourselves? Pan was clean before?
Yeah.
Is that bubbles?
We wanna check that right now.
I don't really see if this is part of the pan. It is bearing?
Yeah, like, and you will see the
chunks?
Yeah.
And you're not talking about
red
this, are you?
No.
Yeah, that's part of the pan. These like red dots everywhere.
Red dots, yeah.
Alright, busting the bad boy out to see if we can get a better shot at this bearing material to show you guys. There you guys can see the flake. You're talking about all that running down.
Yeah, so your motor is done though.
Damn.
This one right here.
Oh, that little speck.
Yeah.
Yep. You guys see that little guy floating down right there? Yep. Damn, just like that.
Sorry. There's a bigger one here, like.
Right there?
Yeah.
That's huge. That's what she said.
It just keeps getting worse. The more we look at this.
Look. There's another one.
Oh, I can pick that one up with my finger. Bro, I can like pick that piece up.
Yeah, you can pick it.
Yo.
Aye.
Yep, there you go. That's a piece. Here's
There.
another piece.
Yeah, there's two more.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, there you have it, kids.
Let's hope it's the turbo.
Elmer, you don't think me driving the car after it blew would have caused that, do you? You think once it was done, it was done?
Yeah, it was done before.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't cause it like driving like that.
So we don't really need to pull the pan to determine whether or not the motor's bad now, but I want to pull it anyways, see what the biggest chunk is we can find.
That's the fun part, seeing how horrible it really is.
All right, back to the G7.
I get afraid of this. I don't know if it's dirt or rust.
There might be liquid in there too. Yeah, that's what I said. They're talking shit on your white shoes.
Are they still white? Alright, the up pipe is still...
Did you disconnect it from the up pipe?
You have to take it off from here, like.
Oh, I thought we all agreed.
Yeah, you
To do it. There we go. All right, we got the oil pan out. Slippery little guy. Oh, shit. That is red. You can really see it on this camera now. That's some dirty oil. Damn, so reverting back to stock isn't an option, huh?
No.
You don't think it'll last?
Like,
Never an option.
right here.
That's lovely. So that's that. I don't have an answer yet on what I'm going to do. I'm going to weigh my options and I will keep you guys in the loop. We don't know if it was the bearings that failed the turbo or the turbo that failed the bearings, but that's completely irrelevant at this point. We gotta deal with a bad engine. I was thinking, you know, let's just like revert back to stock. I still got the turbos, the exhausts. That might be just a waste of time because it was ticking pretty loud already before.
Yeah, if you go back to stock, it just starts knocking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, have fun with this. We're getting out of here. Thank you so much for your help today. I don't know what we're gonna do yet, but it'll be fun.
We'll be here.
Okay.
Waiting for your decision.
Cool, man. Help sway it one way or another. And you too, guys, comment below. If you don't follow EJ's Auto already, give them a follow. They don't only do Subarus, they specialize in Subarus. They do all JDM across the board. I'll see you guys soon. We should also have an answer on the turbo in the next couple days or so. Later, guys. See ya. Shall we?
Yeah, let's get out of here.
Hopefully
But
your
optimism.
Subaru doesn't go.
Excuse me? Why are you always hating on my car?
No, I like this car.
Yeah, I know. It's automatic with a clutch pedal. Perfect.
You do have a clutch pedal in here.
Yeah, just in case I want to clutch kick it.
Yo, clutch kick out of here.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, skirt.
No, it doesn't do that.
So the cool thing about running this Haltech standalone is that I can data log. The past few days leading up to this event, I had been data logging the car when I was driving. I was trying to keep an eye on the intermittent check engine lights that I was receiving, and they were, whenever I would turn off the car and turn it back on, they would wipe. We experienced one when we were tuning the car, and it would throw a lean code, although it wasn't running lean whenever the wideband would cut out. But I did tell you guys a lot of sensors were cutting out. When I got home, I wanted to take a look at the data logging because maybe there was just something I missed that I would have just seen that premature failure was coming from my engine. But let's take a look. If you guys can see this, we have battery voltage, air temp sensor, throttle position sensor, map sensor, and they all spike within half a second at the exact same time. And each would throw a different code as if the sensor failed. Why I believed it was a ground is that whenever the battery would cut out, all the other sensors would too. So we were receiving, you know, cam angle position sensor, map sensor, wideband, like we're basically just throwing codes for the sensors whenever they would cut in and out. This is me data logging the day before, and I was trying to see whether or not, I was looking at the AFRs and I was trying to see whether or not the car was running lean. And when I get on throttle, it actually runs a little richer like it's supposed to. So nothing indicates that the car was running lean. Unfortunately, I didn't have an oil pressure sensor, so that's not really something that I could have data logged. But on my end on the computer, you know, I was throwing all those codes. I wanted to take a look to make sure I wasn't missing anything. I was data logging the car to make sure that it was safe to drive, and nothing led me to believe otherwise. But yeah, I was just curious, got home, wanted to look into that, and was sharing that information with you guys. I already know I'm gonna get 1,001 opinions in the comments below, which is cool. You know, I appreciate, I'm always learning and I'm always eager to learn, but I also come to find out that with Subarus, it is a common issue for the rod bearings or the bearings in general just to go out when you're running more boost. So we're setting off the turbo. I'm just curious to know myself, and hopefully they'll be able to tell us what went wrong. Comment below, let me know what you guys think I should do. Should I go LS? Should I go H6? Should I just rebuild it? Talk to me, gooses, let me know. Also, you guys, in terms of merch, I got some new ECREW jet tags in. I got a bunch of these because they sold out the last time, and I was getting so many emails about how can I get more. These will be dropping in a couple weeks, and make sure you stay on it because they sold out really fast the last time. You guys, I can't express enough how thankful I am to be working with EJ's Auto. We're already going back and forth on a few ideas that we can do. We're gonna get this car up and running quick. If you guys don't already, make sure you subscribe, stay on top of the Subaru build. We got a lot of cool builds coming and in the works right now. So, ECREW, we out here with love. Bye! What's it go like?